Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. In the last video we delved into Siege's second year, exploring the highs and the lows of the game. Today, we delve into the third year, so brace yourself for more broken metas, new operators and new challenges for Ubisoft to face as we push this game forward. Let's delve into Operation Chimera. The 8th free expansion for Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege marked the first expansion of Year 3. Released on the 6th of March 2018, this introduced two new operators from Team Rainbow's CBRN threat unit, Lion and Finka, along with a limited time event called Outbreak, which concluded on the 4th of April 2018. Outbreak presented a 3-player co-op experience reminiscent to the existing T-Hunt mode. This fantasy take on Rainbow Six formula focused on PvE encounters, thrusting players into a biohazard threat triggered by a dangerous pathogen following the crash of a USSR space capsule containing an alien parasite. A quarantine forced to curb the epidemic, Team Rainbow was tasked with entering the hot zone and focusing on containing the virus, laying the foundation of the Outbreak missions. The expansion brought forth new enemy types with unique mechanics, which would later be reused in later seasons. Despite the excitement around this fresh take on the Rainbow Six formula, the introduction of the new operators raised concerns and issues. Ubisoft faced backlash regarding operator balancing, particularly with the global abilities with Lion and Finka.
A lot of people have very strong opinions on Lion, think that he's completely overpowered, that his gadget is way too strong, and that overall he's just not going to be good for the game.
You got spotted on a drone, they Lion charged, and then the entry fraggers would find them. So there was literally the same thing on repeat. Drone someone in, you see an opponent, Lion presses number 4, and then the guy who's entry fragging kills him. And he couldn't do anything to fight back either. I mean, they had exact information on you, and you had nothing on them.
Finka could boost her teammates' health, revive them from the down but not out state, and also improve their recall pattern, all of the press of a button. The real concern, however, stemmed from Lion's EE1D scanner, compelling enemy opponents to stand still or risk being scanned, revealing the outlines to the enemy team. The controversy sparked debates between lower skill players and higher ranked. Effective droning and coordination led to gameplay scenarios where players on the receiving ends of Lion scan felt helpless.
Alright Ubisoft, we need to talk about Lion. You've designed an operator that can literally give your entire team wall hacks if used correctly, which is not too hard to do if you're playing with a coordinated team. Just come in with Blitz or Jing and it's an easy win. There's no surprise, he's actually seeing 100% play in Pro League.
With a 100% pick rate on pro play, Lion's power was significant that the pro players could utilise him without even using a gaming monitor.
We're in Atlantic City in the Pro League finals, and my monitor broke in warm-up. So we were warming up, I don't remember against who it was, but my job was to play Lion, even though I hated him as much as I did. So the admins came and took my monitor off my table. And I still got 2 assists by just pressing 4 on my keyboard without having a monitor in an FPS game because I had a broken overpowered operator. He took my monitor, he pulled out the plugs on it, he lifted it off the table, and then I'm sitting there looking at Pengu's screen, and I see, okay, he's droning someone, I'm pressing 4 now. And then the guy can't move, and then we get 2 kills from that. I'm sitting in spawn, no monitor, I don't see anything. All I do is press 1 key.
Ubisoft responded to these issues with 2 solutions: the introduction of pick and ban, allowing teams to ban 1 operator on attack and 1 on defense, and a quarantine period for the new operators in Pro League, preventing their entry into the game for 1 season to identify and address any balancing issues that may arise. Questions arose about the oversight and balancing, revealing that with shoots at a limited time event, Ubisoft initially balanced these operators with the limited time mode in mind, and then integrated them to the main multiplayer experience, without considering the implications of this balanced philosophy. Operation Chimera, intended to celebrate Rainbow's success, turned into a source of backlash and prompted Ubisoft to offer the Ash Elite set for free for players who logged on within a specific time frame. Year 3 Season 2 brought forth some of my favourite content within Operation Parabellum, introducing a plethora of new elements. Among these highlights was a new map, Villa, and a map buff to Clubhouse, and 2 new operators, starting with Alibi on the defensive side. Master Illusionist, Alibi utilises holographic technology to bait the attacking team. Deploying throwable prismage, she can summon up to 3 projectors per round, creating a lifelike decoy of herself. These holograms serve as tempting baits, marking attackers for the entire defending team if they're interacted with. This strategic addition compels attackers to carefully consider their actions before making a move. Alibi's weapons of choice was the MX Storm submachine gun, embodying her deceptive prowess with a rapid fire rate and substantial damage. Next in line we have Maestro, a 1-speed 3-armor defender armed with the Evil Eye. Bulletproof cameras similar to Jaeger ADS units, Maestro can deploy these devices on any surface. Concealing a remote controlled laser, the cameras can be activated once the bulletproof glass slides open. While each shot inflicts minimal damage, each attacker must eliminate the camera to maintain their focus. Maestro's defining feature was the ALDA 556 LMG, boasting significant stopping power and impressive destructible capabilities. The season also embraced my favourite design philosophy, known as map buffs. This approach aimed at making small to medium changes to map layouts to enhance the overall balance, exemplified with the modifications to Clubhouse. A new area was constructed on the roof of Clubhouse, connecting the cash room with the bedroom and eliminating the open middle section, a notorious death trap for roamers. A wall was introduced to the bar, dividing the space and creating a separate area for the pool table. The addition of a staircase offered access to the corridor below to the garage, previously reachable only through a ladder, opening up new paths for flanks from the east side of the building. In response to the issues with line, Ubisoft introduced a pick and ban system. Each team could now ban 2 operators, one in attack and one on defense. This system helped regulate operators deemed too powerful for the meta, or strategically countering attacking/defensive strategies. Other major changes included the introduction of the bulletproof camera secondary gadget for the defensive side, and an attempt to address dropshotting, sparking debates within the community about its place in the game.
I'm running around dropshotting terrorists and Henry's judging me.
It's
Like I've committed some
why
act
are you
of...
drop-shotting on literally like 2% of your CPU? Not even.
I kind of agree. Why?
What's wrong?
I, no offense, think that if you have to drop shot to get a kill, that you lack the skill to get a kill otherwise.
And
where it hurts.
Okay.
Because you're relying on this, like, I know it's a part of the game, etc., but you're relying on something in the game that even the devs have said that they don't want to be there anymore and that they say is cheap.
Henry, how are you always next to me and my drone is the one that died?
I guess, but when the devs say, oh yeah, by the way, what we're doing is you can't aim down sights once we drop shot in.
I don't think
Yep,
they said that.
Yep, that's what Henry told me they said they're doing.
They haven't said anything about what they're going to do. All they've said is it's on our list.
If they do that, your boy is putting laser sight on everything and drop shot in with laser sight. And aim and hip fire drop shot in.
Right now the theory is that they're going to do what they did in Battlefield, and that they made it so you can't aim down sight, and that your hip fire spread will be across the entire screen instead of just between your reticle.
There we go. That's what I'm talking about.
These were pivotal steps for Ubisoft to gain control, setting the stage for more changes in Operation Grimsky. Before we delve into Operation Grimsky, if you like this video, please consider giving this video a like. Now let's explore Operation Grimsky. Operation Grimsky, released on September 4th, 2018, brought significant changes to Rainbow Six Siege. This season unveiled 2 new operators, Clash and Maverick. On the attacking side we have Maverick, introduces another heartbeater in the form of a blowtorch, offering attackers a versatile means of breaching hard walls by melting destructible surfaces. This blowtorch provided flexibility, allowing for the creation of inch-wide mortar holes or complete entry points. While other operators may be better suited for breaching, it's Maverick's flexibility and its stealth that set them apart. The blowtorch can impact walls, hatches, barricades and defender gadgets. Turning to the defensive side we have Clash. Emerged as the force shield operator for the defensive side, where CCE-1 shield gadget offered a mobile bulletproof defense, deploying slided bulletproof glass when equipped to provide full protection against oncoming attackers. Clash's gadget had an electrifying twist, emitting a short-range pulse to slow and damage nearby foes. Coordination became crucial for the defensive side, as Clash relied on teammates swinging on attackers to secure eliminations. Ubisoft's handling of Clash showcased positive steps in addressing the exploits, exemplified by the removal of Clash from the game in 2020 due to a glitch that allowed her to fire her gun while her shield was fully extended with her secondary weapon. Operation Grimsky also introduced a map buff to Consulate and a top-to-down rework for the fan favourite map Hereford Base. While there was an initial excitement for the Hereford Base rework, player sentiment shifted after its release, while many feeling that Ubisoft had gone too far, rendering the map almost unrecognisable compared to the original. Taking this feedback on board, Ubisoft committed to preserving the core DNA of the original map in future reworks, similar to the approach taken with Clubhouse. Moreover, Positive changes were also implemented in addressing bugs affecting the game's primary weapon sights. A comprehensive overhaul of recoil was undertaken on a per weapon basis to correct issues without altering the feel of each weapon's recoil. The bug known as weapon sight misalignment caused bullets to slightly diverge from the sight's reticle, resulting in unpredictable inaccuracies. While not immediately noticeable, this bug had become a significant source of frustration for players in a highly competitive Rainbow Six Siege environment. Although it took some time, the dedicated effort of the development team appeared to be establishing a solid foundation for the game's overall improvement. Operation Wind Bastion was the final season of Year 3, featuring a Moroccan team and introduced 2 new operators to Rainbow Six Siege. The force trap operator for the attackers, Nomad, and an alternative to Bandit named Qaid. Nomad's unique gadget was the Ear Jab launcher, emerged as one of the most creative tools propelling players forward with a sharp shockwave charge. Initially, the community feedback highlighted a glaring issue with the charge, and it would detonate mid-air if the defender was caught in the radius.
What is up, guys? I'm Get Flanked, and a couple days ago I made a video about Nomad, giving my early impressions of her so far. And in that video, I state that I recognize how potentially powerful her gadget can be, but that I think that the average player might find her a bit weak. But I wanted to revisit this topic briefly today because since I made that video, I've gotten a lot of feedback from you guys, and it's very clear that there's a lot of you guys that disagree with me. And I've really enjoyed having this conversation because you guys have made some great points. You've opened my eyes up to a lot of different aspects of Nomad and ways that she could potentially be overpowered and not weak in any way. So am I wrong about Nomad? Is she OP? Is she potentially game breaking? Let's take a look at a clip right now and we'll come back into this conversation. That is OP. I'll say it. That is OP. That is potentially game breaking, in all honesty. If you look at that, what happened right there was we're attacking the cache objective on Clubhouse. There were 2 people at the top of cache stairs. I had Monty sitting in a doorway. I shot an air jab above Monty's head. It impacted on them and blew them back. And then Monty just lowered his shield and killed them as they were defenseless. And yeah, that is something that might have the potential to be OP and game breaking for sure. So yeah,
Ubisoft promptly responded to this feedback, modifying the mechanism to require placing the charge on a surface before arming it. Qaid, on the other hand, brought his Electroclaw to the table. His high voltage Electroclaw could firmly grasp surfaces upon deployment, electrifying reinforced walls, hatches, barbed wire, and other player deployment equipment. Positioned as a reliable alternative to Bandit Shockwire, Qaid's gadget added versatility to the defender lineup. Reflecting on the season's Moroccan team, the Fortress map took centre stage, offering a setting for close quarters combat within a complex. This map introduced a variety of gameplay elements, allowing rooftop access for entry points and a promising long sightlines. Operation Wind Bastion marked the conclusion of Year 3 for Rainbow Six Siege, and despite its rough start, it underscored Ubisoft's commitment to improving the game and responding to community feedback for both casual and professional players, while also striving for a healthy balance between the two. I want to take a moment to thank everyone who's watched the last video and for the feedback they've given. I hope you all enjoyed this episode, and if you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe for more content like this. And as always, work hard, study well, and eat and sleep plenty. I'll catch you all soon. Yoink out.